Hello, everybody. I'm Thomas, and welcome back to another Solo Gaming Sunday. This week, I'm returning to IST, also known as Intergalactic Space Trader, where I'm going to be using my handy-dandy website that I made called ISTOW, which is called the IST online website. Might be kind of a redundant name, but I just wanted like an acronym that kind of worked well. So that's what we'll be doing here today. I'm excited to show it off because I've been working on it for like the past 2 months, as I think around the time is when I showed off the first version of the site. I think that version I only worked on for like a week. So it's been like a little over 2 months in the working, but I think it's in a great state now. I'm excited to play it today, to show it off. It's not fully done. I'm calling this kind of, it's on version like 0.5. I'm calling it like an open beta. So yeah, I'll go over that here in a bit, but looking forward to playing with that. And yeah, the site is live, so it's in the description. You could check it out. It's istow.xyz is the domain. And yeah, I'll kind of go over that here in a bit after I yap for a little bit. But hope everybody's doing good. Hope everybody's having a good Sunday, had a good weekend, past week, all that stuff. Trying to think what I've been up to. So I think video for last week was, I thought, a really fun one. Where I played Sky Team with my buddy Kardik, who is also the one and only moderator for the channel, which I thought was very fun because I haven't done any collabs with anybody. And in the 2.5 years I've essentially been doing this channel, it's just been me, which works because I primarily cover solo content. So like, that's fine, but it's fun to get other people on, I think. So I want to start doing that more often. And so yeah, I played some Sky Team with Kardik, which was it was something. We are great pilots, no matter what anybody says or what the dice say. But yeah, I thought that was fun. I definitely recommend checking that out. What else have I been up to? I've just been working on this site so much recently. I just really wanted to get it done. So that's what I've been doing, like, mostly this past week. I started learning GURPS Lite specifically. I'm hoping to get that to the channel maybe in like 2 weeks or so. So I've been slowly learning that. Also, let me know if audio is sounding okay if you're watching right now. Yeah, I'm still having to do music in a weird way, and it records it in a way where I can't like listen to it back. It's weird. I could, but then it's kind of a lot of work. I didn't do a test recording with enough time, but I think it should sound okay. Hopefully not too loud or anything. What is that? Okay, we'll skip this. Okay. But yeah, I'm trying to think what else I've been up to. So, one thing I did recently over the past few days was preparing for a video that will be coming out later this week, which will actually probably be 2 videos. I think it's actually almost certainly going to be 2 videos, either 2 this week, or I might split up one this week, one next week. I haven't quite decided how that's going to work, but it is going to be me doing another collab playthrough, but this time with PJ Sack from the Solo Role Players podcast and the Wasteland Story podcast. And him and I did a little bit of collaborative Fallout 2D20 using Mythic, starting up a new character and kind of a new story. So we recorded that the other day, and that'll be coming to the channel later this week, which I'm super, super excited for. I thought it was a very fun play session. And yeah, like I kind of, like it goes most of the time with RPGs. It's like we had a set amount of time for recording, and we almost like went over like double that because I don't know, I was having a good time. I didn't want to stop the story, and we were kind of making good progress. And it's also with RPGs, it just feels like it's never enough time. It's like it's the issue I ran into like playing Forbidden Lands and like video format. It's just like I never get anything done. But that's also just on me. I just need to play the games more to get better at them and get quicker at playing them. But those are what I'm mainly playing board game wise. I busted out Slay the Spire again. Got that to my table a bit this last week because I haven't played that in a while. So I was trying to refresh, dust off how it works. So I was playing as the Watcher. I didn't get too far. I don't think I made it past Act 1 because I'm currently trying to beat the different Ascension levels, and my current Ascension is like 9 out of, I think there's like 15 or 12 total. So I'm getting up there, but it's definitely getting trickier. So yeah, I got a little bit of that in, but this week, but not too much. I wish I should have played it more, but because it takes a while to set up and tear down. But I've been doing the site stuff. Yeah, I don't know. That's kind of that. What have I been watching? Let's see, I'm still watching through the JoJo's Bizarre Adventure Part 5, I think. Part 5 Golden Wind, which I'm almost done with. I have like 4 episodes left, which I remember not being the biggest fan of the ending the first time I watched it, but this time going back, like I still have like 4 more episodes left, but I'm definitely liking it more this time. Maybe it's because it's a tad confusing, and I don't know. It's interesting. I'm not going to spoil anything here, but it's a fun show to watch. But yeah, what else? I've been playing some video games. Not really. I mean, I like I said, this past week especially, like I've been spending majority of my free time trying to get this site finished. I've put in way more hours than I anticipated, but I'm fine doing that because I think it's in a great spot. And yeah, but let's see. I've been playing a bit of Fortnite. They came out with like a new season, so I've been playing through that a bit, trying to get my ranked score back. What is it, like my rating and ranked, because there's different like ratings you can get, and since there's a new season, you kind of go back with your ratings. So I'm trying to grind back up that. I've also been on a bit of a RimWorld kick again recently. That's a game that I always it's one of my favorites, I would say. It's one that I really enjoy. Still have never beat it. But I don't know, I got the bug to play that again recently, so I've been playing it pretty unsuccessfully the past few days. I keep starting colonies and then something goes wrong. Starting colonies, something goes wrong. But that's part of the fun. I'm playing on the Strive to Survive difficulty, which is getting up there. It's like slightly above like normal difficulty, maybe. I don't know. But yeah, so I've been having a lot of fun with RimWorld. Hopefully I'll get a win some point. Hello there, Dallas. Hype for IST also released a game. Remind me to send you the code. Released a game. Okay. I'm kind of curious to hear more about that. Welcome on in. Hope you're doing good. How's my audio sound? Does my audio sound, like music-wise, does it sound fine? Because I was adjusting stuff right before stream again, and I don't know, it's weird. I can't test it as easily with how I'm doing it. But it should be okay, hopefully. Yeah, and I'm excited for IST, and we'll probably get to that here probably pretty directly because I don't want to yap too much. Probably be a slightly shorter stream today because I slept pretty terribly last night, so I'm pretty tired. And yeah, so I'll probably call it a little bit earlier than normal, but we'll still get some playthroughs in of this, and hopefully it goes decently. Hopefully we don't run into any big crashes or errors or anything like that, which we'll see. It might happen. I'm considering this in like an open beta, so we'll see. It sounds okay-ish. Oh boy, okay-ish. I don't know if I like that. Is the music too loud? Does my mic sound weird? Yeah, I'm still trying to figure out because I've been going back to this mic, which works a bit differently. And then the music, I now have to like capture a different way. It's been kind of, I don't know, I've been having some weird issues with recording stuff recently. So as long as the music's not too loud, that's my main concern. But I have it around the same volume as I normally do, I think. But we'll see. But yeah, I'll actually probably switch over the music, which is probably going to change the volume. Hopefully that doesn't. Speaking of RimWorld, this is I'm gonna put on the RimWorld soundtrack in the background because I think it's a great soundtrack. It's a space game, so it kind of matches the vibe. I just like it. It's a good soundtrack. So hopefully that's not too loud. I'm looking on my end. It looks maybe okay. Well, someone can yell at me if it's too loud or too quiet. But yeah, let's get into ISTOW, shall we? So like I said, I kind of started this a little over 2 months ago. Did a stream a while back, and it's like early form, and then have been spending the last 2 months. I did go on vacation in that time, but spent that 2 months just working on it, trying to tidy it up. It's been done functionality wise for like probably at least 2 weeks, maybe close to a month. But then I've been just taking time to just do a complete design overhaul, making it look not terrible and trying to give it a cool retro gaming theme. So yeah, like I said, it is available right now. Link is in the description. It's istow.xyz, and it's the .xyz because that was cheapest, and figured it doesn't really matter too much. I might change domains at some point. So yeah, I will say, I mean, this is on the front that this is designed for tablets, and that's what I'll be using it on. It does work on desktop, does not really work on mobile. But yeah, here is the home page. So as you can see, I kind of went for a bit of, like I said, a retro theme with this site. The game is based off of an older computer game called Project Elite 2. So I kind of looked at screenshots from that game and used that for the general kind of layout of the stuff. So you have like the buttons on the bottom. You have this little black screen area in the middle here for extra deep planet details. You have this little bar here for just general details like credits and fuel and whatnot. And yeah, the big two design things I used was the Frontier Elite 2. And then I wanted to, since I was like, that's an older computer game, I wanted like a kind of retro feel for like the UI as a whole. So I just looked up pictures of Windows 98 UI, and that's kind of what I took as a reference for kind of the window and the UI as a whole, because it's like supposed to look like you're on like an old computer. So that's what I was going for there. So yeah, this is the homepage, and if you need the PDFs to play. So I got all the links for it there. This is a game created by Toby Lancaster, who I actually reached out to earlier today, letting him know that I was doing this site, and just kind of wanted to get his feedback on it, kind of make sure it's okay I'm doing this. And yeah, he seemed like he loved the idea, and he was cool. He said, like, I don't know exactly if he meant this, but he sounded like he was cool, like kind of making like a IST, like official product, and maybe he'll like share it some places, which I think is really cool. But then he sent me this little image to throw in there, this compatible with Intergalactic Space Trader. So I just added that earlier today. But yeah, I will show you around the site. Hello there, Sushi Wizard. Looks awesome. Thank you very much. Excited to give a little bit of a demo here, and then we'll just start playing through it. So you have these buttons at the bottom that go to different pages. So you're on the home page. The next page here is the feedback page, because I wanted a way that right through the site you could provide feedback to me. So you can select feedback type, whether it's an improvement, a new feature, a bug, something else. And then down here in the details, you can type your feedback, click submit at the top, and that'll send it to me. So if you have any suggestions, any issues, that's the place to submit your feedback. Pretty simple. I got a settings page, so you can export and import saves. It's pretty much all the settings page does right now, but I wanted to have a way to do that so you can back up your saves. Then also, if you really wanted to, like when you play this, it saves locally. So for example, if you played on your computer, you're playing there, and then you wanted to play on your tablet, you could export your save, send the file to your tablet, and then import it, and then kind of like transfer saves like that. So that's what that does. There's also a way to generate a random number on this page. I'll explain why I put that there later, but that's a thing you could do here. Then you have the logs page, which doesn't show anything now, but I really like this page, because what it does is essentially anytime you travel to a new planet, it'll log it here. And then anytime you buy or sell goods or buy and sell investments, it'll be shown on this page, which is just a nice way to view what you've kind of been up to. And I find it helpful for especially like buying and selling goods. So I can be like, okay, 4 planets ago, I was on this planet and I bought alcohol. How much did I pay for it? Because I want to sell it. And then you can just look in the logs and see, oh, I bought 3 quantities for 21 credits. And now my current planet I'm at has it for more or less. So you can kind of like figure that info out here. Going on to the other side, you have the captain's log, this is the captain's information. So you have the general captain info and the trade awards down here, which you can scroll through and see. Click the edit button at the top, and you can edit all the info here. You can edit your name, which I'd have it default to obvious. So everybody starts out as Captain Obvious, which I thought was kind of funny. I'll change that to good old Marbash though. And yeah, it's pretty straightforward. You can just edit the stuff there, click save at the top. Yeah, got the ship info here. The general ship info, you have the locker items, the hold goods, and your upgrades. Click edit at the top, brings open a dialog where you can edit all your stuff. So if you want to change the amount of grains, you can select that here, or you can add goods and add new goods. You can delete your selected good. Lets you kind of do all of that stuff, which I think is pretty dang handy. The locker is where you can put other items. Mainly I use it for flume cells, but other stuff can go here. You can change your fuel level here. Any upgrades you can add down here, and then you save it at the top, but I didn't change anything. So I think that's fairly straightforward. And then you have the last two pages. So probably we're going to spend maybe a bulk of the time. The planets page, not much is here, but you have the scan button at the top. You click that, boom, you scan 5 new planets. You can search here, filter here, or certain sort, but you can see the different planets. So you see like the technology they have, the world they're on, the storm level, activity and instability, all of that good stuff. You can see if you visited them, if the activity or instability is going up or down. You can view that there. You can select one of the planets, and then you get some extra options up top to either edit or visit. So we got Insneewo. Insneewo is the planet I have selected, and then click visit. And normally you would do other stuff. I'm just showing this as an example here. And then that takes you to the final page, which is the current planets page, where you can see the planet details at the top. You got the market details for the market state, modifiers for goods and good types. You can see the custom port official info down there. And then you have different tabs. You have the market tab to view specific items on the market. You can sort, you can sort. You also now have the buttons up top to buy and sell goods. So if I want to buy whatever, if I want to buy wheat, scroll down to, or I guess wheat, it's not wheat, it's grain. So you can buy grain and then enter the quantity. If I say I buy 10 grain, sure, I have 200 credits. That'll cost me 60. I click buy. It automatically deducts the credits from my captain. It adds the grain to my hold. You can go to the travelogue and see I bought grains, 10 for 60 credits. It tracks all of it. It's super, it works super well. Not trying to brag or anything, but it works good. Selling works the same way. So you select a good. I want to sell those 10 grain back. I'm only gonna get 60 credits. Sell, bumps me back to 200. And once again, the trade log will show all of that. So yeah, that's that. You also have an investments tab, so you can see the investments on the planet. You can buy and sell investments. So if I buy a property or business investment, then that shows up down here. It will also tally all of the investment returns on a planet. So then anytime you visit a planet, you could just come to this tab and click gain returns, and it just adds that return to your credits, which is pretty sweet. Back on the planets tab, you can also edit your planet here to edit any of the details of the planet, adding good modifiers, all that stuff. It's pretty straightforward. And then the details just brings you back to this details page that we were just on. And that's kind of a general overview of everything. Yeah, like I said, I mean, I'm going to be playing for the next at least couple hours, showing you how it works and hoping to get a good playthrough of it. So yeah, that's kind of that. Like I said, it's still like I'm considering this kind of a beta, but all of the main functionality I wanted done is done. I just might need to tidy up some design stuff, make some quality of life changes. So I'm definitely going to be taking notes as I play, and I recommend, definitely giving this a look at home. And if you run into anything, submit some feedback through the feedback page, and I'll try to get it implemented, whether it's a bug or some improvement. But yeah, that's that. So I'm going to clear my cache real fast to wipe away. Don't know the quickest way to do that. Gotta give me a second. Site info? No. Settings. How do I... Oh, delete browsing data. Here we go. Okay. Let me pull this back. But yeah, that's an overview. Yeah. The one thing I'll kind of mention this. I know I already mentioned it. It is designed to be played on a tablet. It does work on a desktop. Doesn't look the best, and it, from what I've tested, just straight up doesn't work on mobile. And personally, it's not something I plan on working on. I think I made it for tablet. It works great on tablet. Trying to make it mobile compatible would probably take way too much time. So don't hold your breath if that's something you want. But I'm just throwing that out there that at least at the moment, I don't plan on making this a mobile compatible thing. So tablet is ideal, or desktop would also work. How many vegetarians will we encounter today? I don't know. Maybe a lot, maybe none. When I played earlier today, just doing some testing, I ran into so many space pirates. So I'm really hoping for no space pirates today. Or Eskimo, my play is so full of ice planets. Okay, we'll see if we get a lot of ice planets today. That's one fun thing about just generating a lot of planets. We'll see what kind of planets we get, and yeah, no carbs and computer planets. Yeah, we'll hopefully the carbs don't go too crazy, and then we'll see the vegetarians, how many events we roll up. Okay, so I will also, before I finish up this kind of overview of the site, I will talk about what you've kind of seen what the site does. I'll tell you what the site doesn't do. So I have this like game phase outline here. So phase 1 is book 1, and all the site takes care of all of that. You don't need the first book pretty much at all. Phase 2 is the entering a star system. You need to do this physically. The site does not do this phase at all. And then the third phase is the planet phase. The site does most of the stuff. The only things it doesn't do is when it generates a planet, it will generate a custom port official with like a trait. It doesn't automatically handle that trait. So if it says like gain a barter point, you still have to do that. You still have to go through customs. You have to do an illegal goods check if you haven't done that, if you have illegal goods. And then you have to do events. You have to do that all without the site. And then before you leave, anything with a shipyard or entertainment district is also, you need to do that physically. So the site does a lot, and I think it's great, but it doesn't do everything. You still have to do roles on your own. You still have to do stuff physically. So if you're looking at getting this, I mean, the second book, you're definitely going to want printed out, and then some of the tables in the third book, but you can kind of get by without the first book. Yeah. So, but you'll kind of see as I play along how it all works out. But yeah, let's get started. So I'm going to change from Captain Obvious back to Marbash. We'll save that. Let's get going. So let me zoom in here and we'll scan our first 5 planets. So we got a desert basic technology world, advanced technology terrestrial world, advanced technology terrestrial, advanced technology desert. Ooh, okay. So we have an ocean world and desert worlds. I love that because I can buy water at one place, do that old trick, which I might try that again this time. It should be obvious. I don't know if I mentioned this. I'm doing a new playthrough, so unfortunately, my playthrough from last time, that's kind of gone. That data is kind of gone. That was like an old save format, so even if I wanted to try to convert it over, it wouldn't work. So we're just starting fresh and new today. So I like this ocean world. I think I'm going to go here first. It has advanced technology, stable weather, 2 activity, 2 instability. That's not bad. So with the world selected, I now need to travel there, which I basically go to my ship and have to get rid of a flume cell. This is one thing I want to make a little bit easier. I like the idea. I kind of thought that maybe, because you have to go back and whoops, back to here. I like the idea that maybe if you just like click on the word flume cell, like on this little bar here, it comes up with like a pop-up that you can edit it right there. Same with like fuel and credits, just to make it a little bit quicker, but that's small things that can come down the line. Okay, so we have teleported to the star system. So now we're in phase 2, which is entering a star system. So we are doing our journey to Imhol. IRL date is 11/10. Current fuel, we are maxed out, so we got 85. And we need to do some rolls now. So in book 2, first thing we have to figure out is the location of the planet. So that is a D4 plus a D12 roll. Has a 1 and an 8, so it's on spot 6. So way over there. Then the activity. The activity is what you roll on, and we got to do that twice because there's an activity of 2 to generate 2 different radar blips that will be on our map as we enter the star system. So we got 4, which is 1E. Way over there. I don't think we're going to encounter them, which is maybe good. Like I said, I was dealing with space pirates today a lot, so I don't want to deal with that. 7-2 is 1D, also way over there. Okay. Well, that makes this pretty straightforward. We're just going straight at the planet. So that's 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45 fuel to get there, leaving us with 40 left. We didn't encounter any blips, so that's kind of that. So we're down to, what did I say, 40. Yeah, so we need to go into edit, and fuel goes down to 40. And at this point, that is phase 2 done. On to phase 3. So now we can actually click visit the planet and generate the planet. So there's still some other things we got to do first. Let me go ahead and erase this. We don't need that anymore, at least not right now. So first things first, I just want to look at what we got. So it's an advanced tech world, ocean world, stable weather, 3% tax on trade goods, lots of illegal goods, precious stones, grains, synthetic meat, and luxury products are all illegal here. They got a positive market state, good modifiers on construction materials, machine parts are more expensive, water is cheaper, food is cheaper, and then mined and medical supplies or type goods are all more expensive. We have a customs port official of Ketmoda, and they have the trait of greedy. So they have a shifty look about them, add +1 to the corruption level. And their favorite good type is medical. So if I go to edit planet, +1 to the corruption level bumps them up to 3. I don't know if this will recalculate. It didn't. So that's maybe one thing I need to do. I need to start taking notes or I'm going to forget. But readjusting. Do I have a pencil? Please don't have a pencil. I have a pencil. All right, hold on. Notes. To redo modifier. Yeah, that's something I didn't think about. See, this is what happens when you actually start testing stuff. So the corruption level being 3 now, I'll double check, but the corruption level is what dictates how much their favorite good is modified by, I believe. So trait, corruption level, yada, yada, yada. Trait table, we already did. Where is the favorite item? Yeah, so the corruption, it's 10% per corruption level. So modifying their corruption level like I just did, ideally should have increased the modifier, but it didn't. So I think we just gotta do that manually, the old-fashioned way. So come in here and you can even see, so each modifier has source. So you can see this is the one from the port official. And I'll just change that from 20% to 30%, click save, and we're all good. So We did first time setup. We did the port official trait. So now we have to go through customs. Good times. So for that, we have to roll on the random, generate a random number. So this is, you know, as I really like this game. There's some things I don't fully understand. And one thing is how to use this chart. So there's this number chart here. This is or roll a d10. This is numbers between, 1 and 10. So it's like, most charts in this game are like this, where you have a number, like a column on the side, or row on the bottom, showing you like, okay, use a d12 for one axis and a d20 for the other one. This one doesn't have that, and the numbers don't match up to any dice, so it always feels weird trying to figure out how to roll on this. But I don't want to just use a d10, because clearly there's probably some like probability to how the numbers are in this chart, so it's not just like a static, they're all the same probability. So you need to generate a random number. So this is where I kind of hinted at this earlier. On the settings page, there is a way to click generate a random number. And so essentially I have taken this number chart that's in here and made it's used in the site. So I just added it as a button that you can essentially roll on. And that's kind of what we're going to be doing with this. So we click generate a random number and I get 2. And that's essentially my number that I'll be using for my customs check. This is an advanced tech world. So a 2, I don't think that's good. If the planet has unpredictable storms, extreme temperature, or turbulent winds, you lose 20% of each of all the following goods. It's a crisis tax. Okay, luckily we got stable weather here at this planet, so that's actually pretty chill. Hello there, Dean. Welcome on in. Hope you're doing good. We're just recently got started on this playthrough of some IST using the fancy new site. And that was our customs check. We don't have illegal goods, so we pass on that. So the final thing to do is roll on a couple events, which we have instability of 2. So that means we have to do 2, right? It's based on, the number of instability. Okay. So once again, I will be using this random number generator on the settings page to generate this. So this is an advanced tech world. So first random event is number 1. A shortage of new restrictions on transporting affect farm crops, grains and fruit and vegetables. Those are like 2 separate things, are at minus 10%. Okay, so I will come to edit planet. Those are specific goods. So first one was grains, and that's minus 10%. That's from an event. And then we do add another good type for fruit and vegetable, minus 10%. That's also from an event. Great. And now that will show up down there. It's a callback to game books that used finger randomizers rather than dice. Oh, and you know what? I kind of played it like that a little bit, at least at one point, where I would just roll a dice on the page, and then wherever it landed, that's kind of what I was using. But obviously I don't know. That works fine, but I just made this into I just converted the chart into like a function on the site, so I can just press a button, do it that way, But I that makes sense, because I was wondering if that was the case, but it just throws me off because it doesn't explain that anywhere, and all the other charts anywhere on this, they all kind of work the same. But you roll 2 dice, one for like the X, one for the Y, and then kind of go from there. So anyway, that was our first event. This has instability of 2, so we are going to be rolling one more event. Let me generate another random number, and we get a 3. So a 3 is new regulations on the type of materials used in construction raises prices. So construction materials and minerals both go up 10%. Cool. So we go to construction materials. I think that's definitely a good type. What was the other one? Materials? Is that? Okay. Construction materials goes up 10%, and then add another one for normal materials, and that goes up 10%. Click save. We're rocking and rolling. We are done with the event section. This is what our market's looking like now. So lots of modifiers affecting the prices of stuff. So let's just take a look through the market. Yeah, as you can see here, I can maybe zoom in a little bit because I guess this is where I'm kind of focused right now. The market page, yeah, you can see the good, the type, how much it sells for, how much you can buy it for. We got low taxes on this planet. So this might be one I come back to, maybe even invest early in. I don't know. One nice thing is you can sort by the modifier price. So I can see what's cheapest here. And I can get water for 10 credits, grains for 6. That's cheap. Meat, fruit, and vegetables. But I gotta be careful because some of this stuff like is illegal. So I mean grains, like I could buy that here. But then trying to sell it, I gotta be careful. So food stuff, synthetic stuff is pretty neutral. Probably don't look here. I don't care what's expensive because I don't plan on selling anything. I do have grains, but I'm not selling that here. Wait. I do have grains. I started with grains. That's an illegal goods. I have to do an illegal customs check. Dang. Okay. Well, hold on. I guess we're not to this phase yet. I was skipping around. I kind of forgot I have that. Okay, so this, for legal customs check, it does say to roll a d10. It doesn't say generate a random number using that table, but I'm going to, since it seems like you do that for a lot of other stuff. And we get a 7. So a 7 on the illegal goods. The check raises suspicion, but they seem to overlook your illegal goods and issue a simple 200 credit fine, and then you can proceed. Oh no. The check raises suspicion, but they seem to overlook your legal goods and issue a simple 200 credit fine. That's all of my credits. I might have to restart. That's all of my credits. Yeah, that's unfortunate. I lost it all and just a simple illegal goods because I didn't know grain was going to be illegal on this planet, and that's my only good I have. Shoot. I'm gonna restart. Yeah, game over. I'm gonna wipe the save data and we're just gonna restart. I mean, luckily we didn't spend that much time already on it, but can happen in this game from time to time. So I do that, delete, it's gone. No going back now. Okay. Well, luckily it should be hopefully pretty quick to get us back to where we were. I gotta edit my name. I don't want to be Captain Obvious. Back to Marbash. Save, and we're just gonna kind of get right back into it. So scan 5 new planets, new save, new me. Let's hope this one goes a little bit better. So we got an ice world, terrestrial, desert. Okay. Ooh, we have a terrestrial godlike technology world right off the rip. That could be really good. We have a desert world. We got an ice world. I kind of want to maybe go to the ice world first. That kind of sounds like fun. So we shall. That's where we will choose for our first destination is Edge Isles. I don't know. These names are randomly generated, so they're a bit weird to pronounce sometimes. 1110. We start with 85 fuel. All right, so phase 1 is done. We selected the planet. I do need to spend my flume cell to get there. So we will bump that down. Save. And yeah, okay, so we're back into phase 2. Get book number 2 for that. Planet location, D12 plus a D4. 1 and 3. It's at spot number 3. So right there. And we have activity of 1. So we're only rolling 1 radar blip. It's a 3 and an 8. So that is 8A. It's way off to the side. So we're definitely not encountering that. So we can just make this in a straight shot. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, leaving us with 40 fuel. We make it there with no issues. So let me edit my fuel. Back down to 40. Let's hope grain isn't illegal. That's what a crazy product to make illegal, by the way. And it's just, of all of the different goods that possibly could be illegal, it's the single good that I start with. That's bogus. Game's against me already. Okay, so we've arrived at the planet. Adjusted our fuel, adjusted our flume cells, so we can click visit. So let's do the port official first. So let's see what we're working with. So this is a standard tech world, ice planet with stable weather, 4% tax on trade goods. Illegal goods are farm machines and narcotics. That's unfortunate farm machines are illegal because I figured that's something they might want here. And I can maybe bring over from like the godlike tech world, but maybe not. They have a booming economy. Okay. So gases are cheap, synthetic meat's cheap, water's real cheap, food's cheap, manufactured goods and food's a little bit more expensive, and then weapons a little bit more expensive. We have a port official, Dalwedo Ilk. If you encounter any space traders in the system, minus 20% from their sale price. The corruption level is 1. Weapons is their favorite items. That's why we got that plus 10 on weapons. So we don't have to do anything for the trait there. So now we just go through customs, which thankfully grains is not an illegal good. So we don't have to go through an illegal customs check, just a normal one. This is a standard tech world. So let's get a random number generated. We get a 7. So on a standard tech world, you chat with the official and he says, all checks out. So you can proceed, gain 1 barter point. See, this is already going way better. Add that to my barter points on my captain's page. And that's that. We're through customs. We don't have to do an illegal goods check. So now we are on to events, which there's only instability of 1. This is a standard tech world. So let's get a random number. It's another 7. So, oh, here we go. Oh boy, it already is happening, Dallas. A mass vegetarian movement has swept across the land, bringing down the price of meat. Meat and synthetic meat is minus 10%. What, that took like 3 events for that to happen? Okay. So do add good modifier for meat. It's minus 10, right? And then, yeah, we want to add another one for synthetic meat, and that goes down to minus 10 as well. Save that. Okay, so synthetic meat's actually real cheap here. It was already cheap because of something. I think either the ice world or the stable weather. Now it's even more cheap. So cool. There was only instability of 1, so we only had to do the 1 random event. So that is that. And now we're into the main phase. So let's look at the market. I'm going to sort by modifiers. What's cheap? So water, real cheap. I can get for 9 credits. Don't know how much that's really going to help me because at the moment we don't have any. Oh, there is a desert world. I feel like it's a little bit of a cheap strategy just to do the old buy water at like an ice planet and sell it to a desert planet. It also feels a little scummy, like I'm Nestle or something. But you know, it's about making money out here in space, right? And I'm providing a need, so I don't think it's anything nefarious necessarily. Gases are pretty cheap, 80%, but water is crazy cheap here. 4% on taxes isn't bad. Illegal goods are farm machines and narcotics. It's pretty reasonable. A booming economy. I mean, I think I'm going to invest here. I think I'm only going to buy water and then maybe buy an investment because I could see me coming back to this planet pretty often. Especially, so modifiers, what costs a lot? Like, what could I sell to this planet for a ton? Computers, and construction materials, farm materials. Farm machines are illegal, though, so I gotta be careful there. Looks like pretty much anything manufactured I could get at a pretty good price, especially computers. I imagine if I go to the godlike world, I don't know exactly how this works, but I'm pretty sure the higher like the technology level, the cheaper like stuff like computers is, I believe. So I think I could go there, buy computers cheap, come back here and sell them. That could be a pretty valid strategy. So I think we'll do something like that. So let me go ahead and buy some water. Very exciting stuff, buying water. We'll just buy 10 credits for now. No, or 10 quantities. Seems like a good amount. So that'll cost me 90 credits. Bumps me down to 110. Okay. Do I want to save up for a flume cell? How much does grains go for? Is it worth selling my grain here? Probably not. Actually, yeah, it's 8 credits. Probably not. I'll hold on to my grain for now. I don't want to get a flume cell. I'm gonna need to get, what's it called? Fuel. Because I'm down to 40 right now, and I need at least 5. I'll probably get like 10. So I can spend 100 on some maybe investments, which I can't afford any, unfortunately, unless I sell some stuff. Maybe I will sell the grain and buy some. I just want some investments, but they all are pretty expensive because, okay, I guess, yeah, the economy is booming, so that makes investments more expensive. 104 credits for just one business, pays 35% each time, which is not bad. So 3 visits pays for itself, essentially, more or less. Yeah, a little bit more, actually. That's 104 credits. That would leave me with 6. I would have just enough to get to a planet in a straight shot. Let's do it. I feel like this is a planet I'm going to come back to pretty often. So I'm going to buy 1 business investment for 104 credits. That leaves me with 6. But every time I come back to this planet, that's 36 credits in my pocket. It's not bad. Not bad. Okay. So that's great. I have 6 credits left. Let's see, now we can check my trade log. So that's nice. I'll be able to reference all of this. So I bought water for 10 credits. Bought that for 104. So the last thing to do is shipyard and entertainment district, which these are all things not handled by the site. Shipyard, fuel is just 1 credit each. So I will buy 6 because I need any fuel I can get here. So that'll bump me up to 46 fuel. And that bumps me down to a cool 0 credits. Ain't that fun? But you got to spend money to make money. That's what they say. So that's good. Shipyard done. Let's go check out the entertainment district. So I do the roll number on the chart. We'll just do the roll. I'm not gonna. You can like modify this roll if you want. And this is a standard tech world. So let's see what I get. Random number is 1. I don't think that's good. I think you want a high number. Maybe not. You meet a colorful delegate and they ask to see your ship. You're happy to show them, but when you wake in the morning, you find some items are missing. Lose 10% of each advanced trade good. So this is one thing I also have already made a note for, is right now there's no great way to distinguish in your hold what goods you have are basic trade goods and which ones are advanced. There's really no way to indicate that at the moment, and that's something I want to add. You kind of just have to know. You can also just check. The basic ones have the blue background, the advanced ones have the yellow. So, I mean, water and grain is definitely both basic. So even though this guy tried to rob me, they didn't see anything worth taking, I guess. So I guess I'm okay. Yeah. So that was the entertainment district. I guess technically after the entertainment district at this point is when I would buy / sell investments. You do that as the very, very last step. It's when I should be doing that, but it doesn't really affect stuff too much. And after that, we'll leave that planet and go on to the next one. So I will scan. What happened to the music? The album's not over. What's going on? Oh, I'm still here. Yes. So I got to play this off of YouTube because I couldn't even play it off Spotify. Stuff was just... Audio is not cooperating today. All right, so we have our first 5 planets. Let's scan 5 new planets. One thing I also want to add, once again, I have a kind of list of like minor things I want to add. I want to add somewhere like some kind of like snack bar pop-up box when you do stuff, like scan a planet that just shows like, hey, you scanned a planet, just so you know like when stuff has actually happened. But we have a mountain planet with unpredictable storms, terrestrial planet, stable weather, ocean planet, stable weather, terrestrial planet, stable weather, ice planet, stable weather. Okay, so that's great and all. I mean, I loaded up on water. I think the plan was to go to the desert world, Boxa, and see what's going on there. Sell them the water, maybe sell them the grains, buy some stuff there, then maybe go to the godlike world, sell some stuff, buy some computers, and then I should be able to go back to that. I forget. You can return to planets. It's like every 3 planets. I'll have to double check on that. But yeah, I think I will select Boxa as my planet to fly to. So I will spend my flume cell to take off and head there. And we shall enter entering a star system. So we're rocking up with 46 fuel, not a lot, barely enough to get there, to be honest. We're traveling to Boxa, and it's still the same IRL date. That's pretty crazy, I know. And we're back into book 2. So planet location, whoa, okay, let's not drop a dice on the iPad and crack that. That'd be devastating. 6-2 is at spot number 3. This planet's located up there. Boxa has, I just went by it, instability of 3, but has activity of 1. And activity is what matters for this, yes. So we're just rolling 1 radar blip. We get 3-7, which gives us something. 3A. Ooh, so we are going to encounter a blip, whether we like it or not. It will be unavoidable. Yeah, so I think we just pretty much go straight shot. So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45 leaves us with a single fuel. Our tank is running on absolute fumes at this point. But we're here. We made it. And I have to do the blip now to see what's going on. I think this is our first... Is this our first blip we've had? So let's hope it's not Space Pirates. Let's hope it's not Space Pirates. 3-3. That's Space Pirates, of course. That's fine. That's fun. Okay, well maybe they won't... I don't know. They're gonna take everything and blow up my ship. This run is going a lot better than the last one. Let's hope these pirates don't kill us. So 4-8 SU. Surrender. Spend 2 pilot points to escape, or you surrender 50% of each type of good. I don't think I have 2 pilot points. I have 1. So I have to give over half of all my goods, which isn't that much. I mean, it's 5 grain and 5 water, but it still sucks. That's half of what I have. There goes selling all this water and making a big splash. Okay. Screw Space Pirates. I'm sick of them. But with that out of the way, we have made it to the planet. And so we can go back to here. We just have boxes selected. We can click visit. We're at the planet. We can start seeing what's going on here. So, boxes. Standard tech world, desert world, turbulent winds, instability of 3. That's pretty high. 5% on all tax on trade goods. Kind of a lot. It's not crazy, but it's not nothing. Illegal goods include narcotics, synthetic meat, and alcohol. Okay. Market state is crashing. Good modifiers. So they got cheap construction materials, machine parts, precious stones. Luxury products are more expensive. Farm machines are more expensive. And then mine stuff's more expensive. Synthetics more expensive. Food is really more expensive. So, like, that's something. What's up, Bobby? How's it going? Long time no see. I'm winning, kind of. Not really. There's no winning in this game, but kind of is, but not really. So my official's name is Seiko. They are thieving. So I find 10 of one trade good is missing, and the official denies all knowledge. Corruption level 4. Favorite type is food. So grain is what I have. That sells for 7. Where's water? That sells for 15. So if they're taking 10 of 1, I'll let them take the rest of my grain, I guess. Space Pirates already took half of it, so you can have the rest. I'll just delete it out of my good or my hold, and we'll be chilling with that. So that's done. So now we need to do a customs check, which I don't have any illegal goods on me, which is good. So we don't have to do an illegal goods check, just a regular customs. And let's see, it's a standard tech world. And we got to do a random number. 6. Okay, I hope that's good. That is good. Yeah. You chat with the official. He says it all checks out, so you can proceed. Gain 1 barter point. Oh, thank goodness. Okay. Well, it's 3 barter points. That's kind of nice. I wish I had more pilot points to avoid the space pirates earlier, but what are you gonna do? So that's done. Customs is done. Illegal goods check we don't have to do. But instability of 3 means we're rolling for 3 random events. Things are gonna get a little crazy. Oh, they're Christopher. Good Sundays. My favorite Space Trader game. How's everything going? Everything's going pretty good. Hope everything is well with you. Yeah, the site's done-ish. It's in beta. That's what I'm calling it. But all the features are done. So just kind of giving it a whirl today and seeing how it goes. This is technically the second game I've played today. Because the first game I started earlier, I had to kind of restart because I got fined because the first planet I went to, grains were illegal, and then they fined me 200 credits, which was all of my credits. And I was like, well, I'm just going to restart because it's kind of hard to play a space trading game when you start with no credits. So this is run number 2, and it's going a little bit better. We're going to see how this goes. So instability of 3, standard tech world, we need to do 3 random events. So event number 1 is number 4. It's now harder to find weapons as the planet moves into a period of peace. Basic and military weapons are both plus 10%. So let me add that. We'll add that as a new good modifier. So basic weapons, 10%. And where's military? Military weapons. Plus 10%. Okay. So that's cool. Fine. It's not too bad. Let's get another one. Number 5. A war has concluded and excess supplies have become available. Medical supplies and gas are minus 10%. Okay. Go down to medical supplies. Minus 10. And where's the other one? Gas. That's right. Do another minus 10. Okay. And we still have to do one more, but that's fine. There's so many modifiers already for this planet. It's a little much. Yeah, let's do the last one. So generate a random number is number 1. A disease has wiped out many livestock that will have a lasting effect. Fertilizer and hides and leather cost plus 10%. So let's go ahead down to here. Fertilizer. I hardly know her. And then add one more for hides and leather. Also plus 10%. That's our final event done. And man, look at all of these models. This is a crazy planet we landed on. This market state's crashing. We have all these modifiers. Yeah, I'm curious to see what the market looks like at this point, because we're on the point we can buy and sell stuff. So unfortunately, yeah, my hold just consists of 5 water. That is all I have. But you know what? I'm gonna sell it because that's all I can do. So water, I'll sell 5 of it. I'll get 75 credits for it. That's not bad. I'll sell it. Boom. Huge profit. All right, let's look at the modifier percent so we can see what's cheap, which is machine parts, construction materials. Okay. I might have to restart again. I just realized I have 75 credits. I have no more goods I can sell. I need another flume cell, and that costs 100 credits. And I don't have that. Nor I'm also like on empty with my fuel. I maybe shouldn't have bought that investment on the previous planet. I think, yeah, that was not a good choice, because I guess I also didn't anticipate getting half of my goods stolen, because I still wouldn't have had a lot of credits, but I would have had enough to at least get a flume cell and some fuel. But not anymore. So I think I'm screwed. I think I gotta restart again. Let me double check. I'm not missing anything. I have nothing I can sell. Unless I just bank on... No, the shipyard happens before entertainment district. I was gonna say I could go to the entertainment district, hope something goes good. Yeah. Good. I have to check your accessibility, see how well you did. And yeah, sometimes you just gotta retire your space traders as they get dead. Because I can't leave the planet no more. Yeah, I think this runs over. Yeah, accessibility, I will say I haven't really added any custom tags yet. Like I said, this is kind of the beta. I maybe should have talked about this more at the beginning, but my intention is by the end of November to have kind of version 1.0 done. So I'm putting this out there so I can test it and y'all can try it out and test it yourself and give me feedback. I'll implement any of that feedback. And yeah, before the end of the month, I want to add like end-to-end tests to make sure it's stable, and then accessibility features, because I want to make sure that's good. And it would be great if, yeah, you'd be able to test that to let me know kind of what works, what doesn't. But yeah, I need to definitely do that still. Yeah, I think this is another playthrough. I'm gonna have to restart. I don't see a way out of this. So dang, this is the second restart today. Can we not get somewhere? Delete browsing data. Okay. All of that just to restart again. It's a tough world out there in space, but I guess I have not been making maybe great choices. I don't know. I guess maybe buying that investment that early on was a mistake. Yeah. So I just need to play it maybe a little bit more safe at the beginning, and then we'll be okay. So I'll scan 5 new planets. We'll run this back. So we got terrestrial ice planet with extreme temperature, terrestrial turbulent winds, terrestrial stable weather, terrestrial turbulent winds. Seasonal tornadoes. I might go to this one. I like the idea of having this kind of pretty stable world. It's a standard technology, terrestrial, stable weather. Has 1 instability, 2 activity. Both are going up. So that's something to keep in mind, because we haven't really encountered that. Yeah. Yeah, we'll go to this one. Virgilville is the name of the planet. I'll lock that in. Virgilville. 1110, starting with 85 fuel. And let me go ahead and spend my flume cell to warp there. Third time's the charm. No, yeah, that we'll see. Let's hope that's the case. I mean, my last playthrough, when I streamed this a while back, went a lot better, but That's what happens when you let the dice kind of dictate what happens. It's a bit random. And yeah, space can be unforgiving at times when you got space pirates and corrupt port officials and high taxes. Can't even escape taxes in space. This is crazy. I'm trying to become a gazillionaire. That's my goal in this game. Okay, I rolled the right dice. So that's at spot number 6. All right, so now we need to do, let's see, activity of 2. So that's the blips. I always have to double check like which one's which. Got 2, 4, which is 3A. Is it time for the best song? Here it is. Oh, best song on the album right here. 9-1 is 7B. So that's what right there. Okay. Those are 2 blips. So, oh, you couldn't even see. I didn't realize I'm super zoomed in. I was drawing that all out over here. Let's zoom in. Is that decent? Can I do that? Sure. So I think it's pretty much, we're just gonna go straight shot. So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45 brings us down to 40 fuel, and we will hit a blip before getting there. So let's see what that blip is. I really hope it's not space pirates. I don't want to deal with space pirates again. It's 10-2. It's Space Trader. Not bad. Okay, which I don't think I want to do anything with. I think it's just you can trade like at a shipyard essentially, sort of. Well, hold on. I kind of forgot about this. So you can buy like upgrades. Let me zoom in so you can see this. So you can buy stuff like you would at the shipyard. You can buy ship fuel, but it's more expensive. Flume cells is cheaper. Maybe I buy a flume cell here. But also, I like that they have bulk stuff that I can buy down here. Synthetic meat. I could buy. That is a good that's normally illegal, though. I don't know if it's illegal on this planet, so that would be a bit of a risk. But I kind of like that idea. I might buy 5 synthetic meat and then a flume cell. Yeah, because then that's cheaper. It's cheaper than buying it at the shipyard. So let me do both of that. So that's going to be 90 plus 70 is 160. I'm going to have to manually do my credits. So what brings me down to 40? Right? Let me make sure my math is right. Yeah. Okay. So that's good. Ship, we go flume cell, we go back to 2. And then we add goods, synthetic meat, quantity 5. Save. All right. Space Trader is good to go. And we have arrived at the planet. I also need to adjust my fuel level. So we spent 45 fuel. We are down to 40. Whoops. 40. There we go. All right, so now we go to the planet and we can visit it. So let's see what we're rocking with. Oh, gosh. Okay. Oh, no. The synthetic meat is an illegal good, so that's going to be fun. We're going to have to do a check for that. Standard tech world, terrestrial geography, stable weather, tax on goods, 1%. All right. I like that. Yeah, unfortunately, illegal goods is narcotics, military weapons, and synthetic meat. Oops. Food is cheaper. Manufacturing is cheaper. Food is more expensive. Ooh, the port official is generous. They let the one type of your illegal goods through if you have any on your ship. So I think I get through fine. I don't have to do an illegal goods check. Oh man, I like this port official. So we have a generous port official. We have low taxes, a stable economy. This might not be a bad world to invest in at some point. Maybe not right away because I don't want to spend all my money and lose again. But we still need to do a normal customs check. And this is a standard tech world. Let me generate a random number. We get 3. If you carry any weapons and 20% of them disappear from your hold, nothing can be done. I don't have any weapons, so that's fine by me. So we're good on that. Good on our illegal goods checks. So now we just need to do event rolls. And there's instability of 1 means we roll for just 1 event. We get a 5. So that is, a war has concluded, excess supplies have become available, medical supplies and gas are minus 10%. So scroll down, let's see, medical supplies, minus 10, and gases is also minus 10. And that's that. Is the playlist at the end? Oh, no, we're good. I think this is the last song, but okay, so that's been updated. Event is done, so now we can actually get to the main shopping phase. So let's see, I have grains sell for 6 each, and then synthetic meat sells for 23 each. Yeah, I spent 90 on it. I could get like 100 and something for it. Let's go ahead and sell that because I don't want to keep risking carrying it around. Yeah, I made 25 credits for taking a little bit of a risk. I will sell that and be happy with that. And what is my grain situation? Sells for 6. That doesn't seem great. I don't think I want to do that. But credits wise, I'm sitting pretty good. I have 155. I've already bought a flume cell, so I don't need to worry about that at the moment. What's cheap here? We can get materials real cheap. 4 credits. Construction materials also pretty cheap. 10 credits each. It's manufactured goods. What's really expensive here? What can I sell for a lot? Nothing. Nothing's expensive here. Everything kind of balances out. Okay. So I don't want to sell my grain. Investments are expensive. I want to save at least 15 for fuel. Maybe like 25 for fuel. So that would leave me with what, 130 to spend? Yeah, well, 15 should be more than enough for fuel. So that would leave me with 140 to spend. So I could get an investment of like a business or property. Yeah, let me go. I want to buy something. Construction material, maybe? That's pretty cheap. Let's do it. Seems like kind of a random one, but we'll try it out. I guess I've never shipped construction material before. And I will buy 10. No. 6. Because I have 155 credits. I want to save 15, so I have 140 to spend. Yeah, this math checks out. So let me buy construction materials. Great. Got that at a good price. So I'm done at the market. I now head to the shipyard where I'm good on flume cells, but the only thing I need is ship fuel, which I need to find the shipyard. It's just 1 each. So I'm going to spend, like I said, I think 15 credits to add 15 to my fuel to put me at what, 55? And I need to go down 15 credits to 80. Maybe I'm kind of like not scared, but I'm like second guessing myself. I'm like, I got burnt last time because I bought investments, but I kind of want to do it again, but I'm worried I'm going to get burnt again. But I like the idea of investing, especially this point. I feel like I'm going to come back to fairly frequently. So why not, you know? So yeah, I think I'm gonna invest, but let me do the entertainment district roll first. So this is a standard tech world. So let's generate a random number real fast. 8. I think that's good. I think higher numbers are good. There's a disturbance in one of the discotheques. You watch and realize someone's running a scam on unsuspecting trader. You call it out and the scammers scatter. The trader thanks you and you chat about past experiences all night. Gain 2 barter points. All right. I will take it. So entertainment district is done. Final thing we can do before leaving is investments, and I will buy a business investment here. That leaves me with 0 credits, but I think it'll be worth it. So yeah, we sold the synthetic meat, bought some construction materials, bought an investment. I think we're good on this planet. So that is it for Virgifil. So let's scan some new planets and see what's out there. So we got terrestrial world, terrestrial world, terrestrial world, terrestrial world, and an ocean world. I kind of want to go, let's see, how's the technology? Standard, advanced, standard, basic, standard. So no godlike worlds yet. I should also be keeping a track of trade awards. Desert worlds haven't done, godlike planets haven't done, 8 pirate ships. We reset, so that doesn't matter. Salvage junk doesn't matter. We haven't gotten there yet. And experienced. I guess we have visited 1 planet, right? That's just visiting 12 planets. It's pretty straightforward. Okay, so where to next? We got a lot of terrestrial worlds. I kind of want something else. So either I go to the ocean world with unpredictable storms or the ice world with extreme temperature. I need to also double check. I think I need to edit something. Hold on. I need to double check how the instability and activity rising and falling works. Like when, I think it's when I leave the planet is when I do that. So like the next time you come back, right? Means the number goes up or down 1 point depending on the arrow's direction the second time you visit the world. And then it stays at that new total. Okay, so it doesn't really matter until I go back and visit. So we'll jump off that bridge when we get there. I think I want to go to this. Oh boy, I don't even know if I'm going to try to pronounce that. Niktas Fet Posfas. Pofas. Niktas Fet Pofas is the name of this ice planet with extreme temperatures. And I will unlock that in, spend a flume cell, teleport there, and we'll do the entering a star system. So, let's go write out Nike up there. I'm not going to write it all out. Take me years. I don't know why I keep erasing the date. I don't know why I keep putting the date. It does not matter. Start with 55 fuel. So we're going to book number 2 to generate a location for the planet. We get 2, 3, so that is spot number 4. And this place has instability of, sorry, it's activity that counts, and that has activity of 2. So we're rolling 2 blips. 4 and 1 is on 2G. So way down there. And then 1 more. 12 and 6, 8B. Okay, it's way over there. So I can spend 1 extra fuel to encounter the blips. We can go 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50. That'd leave me with a cool 5 fuel, which is not bad. And let's encounter the blip. Hopefully it's worth going out of my way and spending 5 extra fuel on. It's a 2 and a 5, which is a space trader again. Man, oh man. So yeah, it's another space trader. Unfortunately, I don't have anything. I don't have any credits to buy anything. So that's fun. Yeah, I'm gonna have to just ignore the space trader, but that's the second one I've encountered, so that's pretty cool. And that's kind of it for entering the star system. So at this point, we can click visit the planet. So this is a basic tech world, ice, geography, extreme temperatures, taxes on sold trade goods, 1%, not bad. Illegal goods, narcotics, military weapons, toxic waste, luxury products. Okay. Stable economy. We got Bootbiggy is the name of the custom port official. The trade is connected. If you encounter any space traders in the system, minus 20% from sales price. That's good to know. I don't think it would have counted because I'm pretty sure I'm doing this order correct. So you don't really roll up the port official till after you do the entering a star system. But I think if I come back and encounter space traders again, that would count for that. So we don't have to do anything for the trait. We just got to do a customs roll. This is a basic tech world. So grab the table for that. Generate a random number. We get 1. Basic tech world. It looks like some of your goods have disappeared. 10% of all types of goods. The port is clearly corrupt. Great. I think I can modify that roll, but I also think I do that before I roll. Let me double check. It doesn't, maybe it mentions it, but it doesn't. Generate a random number, subtract the, subtract the cost. I've been doing these rolls wrong, I think. So you generate a random number and then you subtract the corruptions level from the roll. Ooh. Yeah, that makes things a little bit more difficult. But yeah, I think regardless, it's still a 1 for me. So I lose 10% of all of my goods, which I don't have much. So I think I lose 1 grain, and I think that's it. I'm not losing 1 construction material. It's fine. Take my 1 grain. I don't have any illegal goods, so we're good on that part. So now we just have to do some events for this planet. They have instability of 2. So we're doing 2 separate events. These will be basic events. And let's get some random numbers. So 2 is our first number, which says greenhouse gases are building up unexpectedly, increasing the temperatures. So the prices of water and livestock both go up 10%. So, whoops, I was like, what's going on here? So water, 10%. Add another one for livestock, also 10%. And save, okay. That was just the first one, so let's do one more event. Generate a random number, 10. A massive stash of minerals has been found in an ancient tomb. All MI types are minus 20. This is actually a good type modifier. Good type is mined and minus 20. Interesting. Okay. Those are the events out of the way, and that's kind of where we're at. So we got a stable looking market. Lots of stuff cheap, lots of stuff expensive. You know, it's a bit all over the place, so that's fine. So let's see. What construction materials is what I brought along, right? What did I buy? See, this is why the trade log is pretty nice. So construction materials, I bought 6 for 10 credits each. I can sell them. What was that for? Like 15? That's not bad. Prefer more, but that's also marked up pretty high. So maybe I sell that here. Actually, I think I will. Let's just go ahead and do that. So construction materials. Yeah, I have 6 of. That nets me 90 credits. That's pretty good. And then what else do I still have? Grain. It sells for 8. Sure, I'll sell that here. Why not just sell everything I have? 72 credits. It puts me at 162 credits. Right now, fuel is also, I didn't adjust that. I kind of forgot to do that, but I am down to 5 fuel. So I'm going to need some money for fuel. I need to probably save at least 50. I could still spend like 110 credits here, buying some stuff, getting a little crazy. Toxic waste is cheap. Gases are real cheap. It's 60% here. And that makes me want to check something. So this is kind of nice. What you can do is we can go back to here. So we were previously at Vergifil. I can click details. You can go scroll down and see gases sell for 24 credits there. I can buy them for, what was it, like 15 credits here? Yeah, that's a crazy markup. I can almost get double my money. Like that's too good to not. Toxic waste, but no one really wants toxic waste. Precious stones is pretty cheap, but I think gases is where it's at. So buy that 15 credits each. Buy like 6. That's pretty good. I could buy a little bit more. Maybe buy like 8. Let me think. 8 would be 120. That would leave me with 40 credits. That would put me at 45 fuel, which is like just enough to get by. But I think that's fine. That's okay. So I'll buy. Leaves me 42 credits, 5 fuel. But we're done buying, so I can head to the shipyard and yeah, essentially just stock up on some fuel. So I'll bump us back up to 45 fuel, which costs me 40 credits. Leaves me with 2 single credits just jingling around in my pocket. That is it for the shipyard. So we will quickly do a entertainment district roll. Say basic tech world. Generate a random number. We get 3. It says you wander around the district, but you are not impressed with the facilities and there aren't many people around. You head back to your ship. Cool. That's just a kind of nothing burger of a roll. I could buy and sell investments at this point. I don't have the credits for that, so we're going to go back to scanning new planets. Guess when I zoom back in on this. Oh, chat keeps... Okay. Keep getting messages in chat that's like disconnecting and reconnecting. So hopefully the stream isn't like cutting out. I hope that's not the case. Let me know if it is like having issues or whatnot. But yeah, let's scan 5 new planets. So we got terrestrial world, standard technology, mountain world, standard technology, desert world, and then terrestrial world. Still no godlike planets. We do have a desert world. And what did I just stock up on? I stocked up on gases. Okay, I'm gonna not cheat, but I'm gonna kind of look at something. So is there what increases the price of gases? So gases is a mind thing. So turbulent winds. I want to look for turbulent winds. I don't know, like an ocean world. It's kind of what I need. I don't know. She was fine for me. Okay, good. Glad to hear. I don't know. I've literally never seen this in chat before, but it's like, it says like disconnected, reconnected, disconnected, reconnected. Never seen that happen. So, okay. So if it's working good, then I'm fine with that. Do I have, I know I have an ocean world I found earlier. Ice world. What was the terrestrial ocean world with unpredictable storms? We can maybe go there. I don't know where else I'd want to go. I think it sounds good. This oh boy, this is another long name. Rialoween Lil Fulni. Man, that's quite the name. Rialoween Lil Folney. It's quite the name, quite the name. I might need to, I have like a, so I use the random generator for the names in the book, but I kind of wrote like a little custom formula because you roll between 2 to 6 times. So it should roll, 2 words more often than it rolls 3, and then more often than 4. So it gets like the more words you put together, the less likely it should happen. But I might need to adjust that because it seems like it's still pretty often that you're rolling some of these long names, which is fun, but I don't know if I really like the super long names. I think some of the shorter ones sound fine. But anyway, so we will enter the starship, our star system phase. So let me spend Flume Cell. Okay, music just stopped again. Love that. Yes, I'm still here. I'd rather listen through Spotify, but that's been a pain. Okay, so let me wipe this down and we'll do another entering the starship phase, star system phase. Sorry. So let me zoom in over here, something like that. I'll just, I'm not writing that. I really should just take out, like, maybe it's even a possibility to roll up with 6 options, because that's probably what this is. It's 5 or 6 words combined. It's just a bit too much, I think. 45 fuel is what we start with. And yeah, I guess we just need to roll a planet location first. Location table, D4, D12. That is a 3 and a 5. So spot number 6. And then let me go back to this planet. Activity of 2. So 2 and 5. It's a 3C. And then second blip. 5 and 5. 7G. It's right there. Okay, yeah, we can hit that blip on the way there, right? 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45. Leaves us with 0 fuel. But hey, we'll get there. And we're going to encounter a blip on the way there. Let's roll it up. I'm a little scared. 410. So let's see, way up here. I kid you not, it's another space trader. It's another space trader. I'm just going to ignore them because I don't have money to buy anything from them, but I should keep more money on hand and not spend everything I have, because that's the second time I've rolled up at a space trader and not had anything to give them. So let me adjust my fuel. I've already adjusted my flume cells down to 0 fuel, and we can visit this new planet with this extremely long name, Ryle. I'm not even gonna do it. I'll just call it Ryle. Which is an ocean world, unpredictable storms, tax on trade goods is 3%, toxic waste, basic weapons, narcotics are illegal. They have a positive market, modifiers, and we got a port official of, oh my goodness, Galgal, who has corruption level of 5. It's pretty up there. But they're the generous trait, so they would let one type of trade good through, which is really nice. Their favored trade good is mined, which is fantastic for us, because that means the price of mined goods is way more expensive, and gases are a mined good. So this might be a great planet to make some money on. Let's not get too ahead of ourselves. We still have to do a customs check, which I might modify because I have stuff I want to sell and I really don't want to lose it all. And this, I had to mine. I keep forgetting. I've been doing these wrong for a while. So I've rolled the number and then I subtract this from the roll. And this is 5. So I can influence. I guess I can't. for every 100 credits, I can gain +1, but I don't have any. So we're just going to have to do the roll, and whatever it is, it's -5. Let's hope for a high number, I guess. It's a 6. That didn't really help. Okay, so this is a standard world, so that means we got a 1. After the team has been in your hold, 30% of one basic trade good has disappeared. You can complain, but the official denies all knowledge of the good. Okay, well, the only thing I have is gases. What is... This might be 80... What is 8 times 30%? Is that even 1? It's 2? Okay, we'll say they took 2. That sucks, though. These corrupt officials are getting on my nerves. Okay, that's that. And then finally, we have to do a single event. This is a standard world. So let me go to settings, generate random number 3. A number of companies have increased their production of cheaper materials. Material and polymer are both at -10%. So let me add that in real fast. Where are we at? Material -10. And second one will be polymer. -10. Save. All right, so now we got now we can start buying and selling. So let's look at the markets. What I'm most curious about is, let me double check my handy dandy trade log here. The gases I bought for 15 credits each. Let's see what I can sell them for. So gases, I sell for 49 credits each. That is triple what I bought them for. What a good deal. My goodness. I wish they didn't steal some of them. I can sell all 6 for 294 credits. I am rich. Rich. So what's cheap here? I can get water pretty cheap. Let me double check. Let's see. It's in here. It says you cannot return to this planet until you have visited 2 other planets. So every 3 planets you can return back. Okay, so I could return back to Vergifil next round. Right? Because yeah, it's every 3 planets. So okay. Let's go look back at Vergifil real fast. Details. So what sells good here? Nothing. Okay, and how much does water cost here? 12. That's not much better than where I'm at right now, right? That's like the cheapest thing, and it's not even that good. It's 11. Okay. Yeah, there's nothing really great. No good deals here. But the fact that gases, that's going to be huge. I almost want to spend my money to invest. But I guess I need to save some of my credits. Maybe I don't buy or sell anything here. I know it's kind of crazy, but I need 100 for flume cells. I need at least 50. So that would leave me 140. I could maybe spend a little. I kind of want to get an investment. I know it's crazy to say, but 88 credits to buy a business, 99 to buy property. I feel like this is a plan I'm going to keep coming back to. I mean, it's crazy that the price of gas is so much. I can make so much money here. So if I spent 99, that would leave me with 200. If I spent 100 on flume, yeah, I think that works. So maybe I'll do it. I'm going to buy a property investment here for 99 credits. Well, actually, technically, I can't do this yet. I did my buying and selling of goods. Then I do shipyard, which I will buy a flume cell and 50 fuel. Yeah, I should just make like a shipyard box or something. And then I just minus 150. So is that 146? That's what I have left. Hopefully I did that math right. So I did that. Now I do the entertainment district. Oh my goodness, I didn't I didn't realize I'm zoomed into the wrong part that whole time. That's my bad. Someone should have yelled at me. That's my bad. That's why I don't use the zoom in feature as much as I probably should, because I'll just sometimes be zoomed into the wrong part of the screen and then not notice it, and that's just not great. All right, we'll do a quick encounter for the entertainment district. So I'm drawn into a room where someone hands you a bright pink drink. You're soon hallucinating and dancing with a group of friendly young people who laugh as you stumble about. You wake with a headache. You have also spent 50 credits on drinks. I don't have 50 credits. That's what, like 40 or 96 is what I'm down to now. Now I don't know if I have 50 credits on drinks. It's crazy. Oh, that's too much money. Now I don't think I can buy what I want. This costs 99 credits. I have 96. I could buy a business still. Investment, which I guess I still will, because that does sound worth it, I think. Leaves me with a whole 8 credits to my name. I have nothing in my hold either, so that's actually maybe not good. Because I can go back to the next planet. I'm gonna get some credits for going back, but I really should have something. So maybe, I keep wanting to buy investments, but I don't think it's worth it. So I'm gonna sell this. I know, just lose money doing this whole thing. Maybe I'll even, so 61, what did I buy that for? I'm gonna add the difference back. No, not the feedback, the log page. So like 17 credits. So is that was 69, 76, 80. I was at 86 credits, right? I'm going back. Yeah, I'm undoing that. I need to probably buy some more goods. Which I know technically I shouldn't be jumping around this. I'm already past the point where I can buy and sell goods, but you know what? Whatever. I guess I'll just, something that's kind of cheap here. Weapons, meat. Maybe meat? I don't know. We'll go with meat. Instead of just buying water everywhere I go, we'll buy some meat. And I'll just buy as much as I can, which is just 3. Okay. So now we're good. But we got flume cells, we got fuel, we got some credits, we have stuff in the hold to sell now. Yeah, we don't have any more invest. Okay. Yeah, I think we're done here. I was just about to say, it looks like your new pilot is about to retire. No, I'm trying to stay above water here, but it's tough out here. It's tough. This game is not easy. I'm gonna scan 5 new planets. Let's see what we get. So we get a terrestrial standard tech world, terrestrial standard tech, ocean basic tech, desert advanced tech, ice standard tech, desert advanced tech. So we're getting a lot of different planet types, which is great. We still haven't found a godlike tech world, which is fine. Let's look at our travel log real fast. We visited 3 different planets so far, so we can adjust that in our one trade award at the very least. I can try to keep up with some of these. Visited desert world, godlike world. I don't think we've done either of those. Pirate ships haven't encountered. Salvaged, abandoned cargo we haven't encountered. So I think that's kind of that. Okay, so I want to go back to Vergifil. So let's just set that as the destination and spend the flume cell. Head back. See what's going on there. I'm start getting my investment to pay off a little bit, right? That's kind of the main thing I want to do. So let's go back to over here. Vergifil, okay. Current fuel is at 50. Was this going up or down? It was. So let me edit this real fast. Vergifil, both of them are going up. So now it has instability of 2 and activity of 3. Okay. So then second book, get a planet location. D4 and a D12. 2 and 12. Spot number 4. So way up here is where the planet's located. And now we have an activity level of 3. So we got to roll 3 different blips. 9 and 2 is at 3C. Next one is 8, 9, which is, 8, 9, 6C. And final blip to add to the radar is 12, 1. Just 3H. Okay, so I could either go a straight shot this way and encounter no blips, or a straight shot this way and encounter 2. And I'm going to take the risk. We're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. It's 45 fuel. That'll leave us with 5 left. And we're going to encounter 2 blips on the way there. So let's see what they are. So the first one is 12, 4. NO. Nothing. I assume there's nothing to roll on or anything. I assume nothing is just straight up nothing, but I'm gonna double check. Yeah, no, I guess it's just straight up nothing. Okay, first blip was nothing. Fine. Let's go to the next one. See what's there. That is a 7-1 GB glitch blip. So the blip glitches. It's kind of a weird sentence. And so it goes to a new location, 7-6 2D. So it glitches out to over here, which is fine. So I spent my fuel. I need to do that over here now. I think we're done on this map for now. So we're down to 5 fuel. Save. And that is it for phase 2. We're back into the planet phase. So go here, not there, go Vergifil, visit. Custom port official, they would let illegal goods through if we had any. Narcotics, military weapons, or synthetic meat, we're good there. So we just got to do a customs check. This is a standard tech world. Ooh, good. We got a 9. The corruption level is 3. So 9 minus 3 is 6. You chat with the official and he says all checks out, so you can proceed. Gain 1 barter point. We're really just getting more and more of these barter points, which I'm not going to complain. We're going to need them at some point. But that's that. So illegal goods, we don't have to do a check for. So we're now on to events, which there's 2 of now because instability is getting up there. So event number 1 is 3. We double check standard. Yes, 3. So a number of companies have increased their production of cheaper materials. Material and polymer is at minus 10%. Let me add that in real fast. So good. Material minus 10. Add another one. Polymer minus 10. Done. And then we'll get our second event, which is number 8. Computers have been made available to all schools, bringing the price down. Computers minus 10%. So we add another good. Whoops, computers. And minus 10%. And save. Okay, so that is that. We're getting to the buy and sell phase. And this is what the market's now looking like. So looking a little bit different. Let's check out the modifier prices. So materials and manufacturer stuff is pretty cheap. I wonder how gases are here. That's pretty expensive, 24. I need to go to the one planet where I buy them for 15, sell them for like 45. That's huge markup, huge. So what did I buy? I bought meat, right? How's that looking? I could sell that for 22 each. That's good, right? I bought it for 24 each. Never mind. Not that good. I'd be losing money doing that. Okay. Well, what else am I supposed to do? I kind of might have to sell it for a loss. This is tough. I've not been managing my money very good, if I'm being honest. I might have to just sell for a loss a little bit because I just need the money. I don't have money otherwise. 66 credits. That puts me back at 80. I lost like 6 credits in the process. Not a huge deal. Because I'm out of flume cells. I think I actually have, this might be another dead run. Because even if my investment gets me 22 credits, that puts me at 102. I need to buy flume cells. It costs 100. And then fuel. The one thing I might be able to do is I think shipyard I can use barter points on, right? To make stuff cheaper by 10%. So I could use like 3 barter points, make it 70 credits. And then that's enough fuel to get most of the way. That's actually still maybe not enough. How many barter points do I have? Do I have 4? I would have to use literally all of my barter points to just make it to the next planet. This is not good. I think this might be a dead run also. I'll try to do what I can. So I'm going to spend all 4 barter points. Really just cashing everything in here. So then I go to the shipyard and I buy flume cells, a single flume cell for 60 credits. So let me go to the locker, bump that back up to 1. And that costed me 60 credits, leaving me with 20. Oh, but you don't gain the investments till the end. No, yeah, I'm screwed. I'm screwed. I forgot you don't gain the investments till after the... What's it called? Yeah, this isn't good. After the shipyard. Let me try to do an entertainment district roll, but I think this run is over. We'll do entertainment district on a standard world. I mean, I had some really good plans. Like if I could really pull off stuff with that gas, and I don't know what happened. Maybe I just was getting screwed over by too many bad events. I felt like I had a decent start this time, but let's do a... How can I modify this real fast? Is it reputation? How much reputation do I have? I will spend my 1 reputation point. I'm going to do everything I can. So that will add +1 to this roll, which I get an 8. So that gives me a 9 total, which is good. On a standard tech world, you find a pilot training center and are lucky enough to try out some new fighter pilot spaceships. It's exhilarating, fun, and a great experience. Gain 2 pilot points. Okay. Not bad. Not bad. And then, since this is the very end, I can go to investments and click gain returns, and I get 22 credits, which is a little too late because I wanted to spend those credits on getting fuel, but you do that. You always do the investment stuff last. This is tough. It's a tough world out there. I just straight up don't have enough fuel to get to my next stop. I have 1 flume cell, 22 credit. The only saving grade, I mean, I can still try, but it's unfortunate that I'd have to like try to get a space trader. That would be my only way I can maybe win. But even then, I'm going to get to the planet with nothing in my hold, no credits, empty fuel, 1 like I think this is another loss here, which is unfortunate, but it is what it is. It's great. It gets so easy to restart the game. This game It's like, well, you're going to restart a lot, I guess. That is true. I mean, that's one of the reasons I also did this site is, to help speed up the play. And yeah, as much as I do like this game, I do think it's hard, and I do lose pretty often. Maybe I'm not the best at it. And yeah, it definitely doesn't feel as bad when you don't have as much time invested in it. And so, yeah. Okay. Man, oh man. All right. Well, I'll do one. I guess I'll do one more run. I'll restart this one more time, and yeah, I'm probably not gonna go too much longer today. Like I said, today's gonna be a bit of a shorter stream because I am tired. Slept horribly last night. That is what it is. I don't know if this is gonna reset everything. Okay, it did. It's gone. Doing a new save. But yeah, I'll probably play for another like half hour or so. So let me change my captain name again, and we'll try this one more time. I think the thing I'm gonna do is not buy any investments at all starting out until I'm a little bit more comfortable with my credits. I think that's what I'm kind of doing wrong a little bit. At least it's not helping, I'm sure. Let me take a quick sip of water here. All right, we'll run it back one more time. Fourth time's the charm, maybe. Let's scan some new planets. So we got Mountain, Standard Tech, Terrestrial, Advanced Tech, Ice, Standard Tech, Terrestrial, Advanced Tech, Terrestrial, Basic Tech. The mountains might be kind of interesting. The ice also might be, I think ice is like a good first world because normally the food costs more, so the grains I start with will get me a little bit more. So Da Host is the name of this planet, and that's where we're going to go first. And we start with our 85 fuel. Go ahead and spend my flume cell as I teleport to the star system here. And yeah, we'll see how this goes. So, book number 2. Four and a 12. We get 4 and a 10. So it's spot number 3. That's where this planet's gonna be. And this has activity of 3, so 3 different blips. 7, 4, 1C. 12, 7, 6C. That one. And 5, 11. 6C. We already have that. Let's reroll. 1, 4. 7E. Okay. So all of these are way out of the way. That's fine. We're just going to do a straight shot to the system, not encounter any blips. So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45 leaves us with 40 fuel and a pretty peaceful journey. Okay, so back to planets. Let's visit Dahost. So it's like a standard tech world, ice planet, unpredictable storms, 6% tax on sold trade goods. It's kind of crazy. Are you kidding me? Another first planet I visit, and one of their legal goods is grains. Like, what are the odds? That's so stupid. Why do you hate grains? And why is that always what they want to make illegal when I start with it? That's crazy. Stable market. We got port official of Velvolgu, and their trait is placid, so they have nothing to say. Simple enough, so I don't have to do anything for the trait. So now we got to do a customs check. This is a standard world. So let me flip to that. Standard tech world. Do a random number. We get 6. The official corruption is 3, so that puts us at 3. If you carry any weapons, then 20% of them disappear. Nothing can be done. I don't have weapons, so I'm fine. Now we need to do an illegal goods check, because of course, my grain is illegal. Okay, so it looks like this is just a D10 roll. Once again, I don't know if I'm supposed to use this special D10 table, but I'm going to because it's used for other stuff. So, and I got a 2. That can't be good. They find your illegal goods, confiscate them all. They are lost. You are also fined 500 credits. You can then proceed. So not only on the first planet I go to do I lose all of my grain, my only item I have, they fine me for 500 credits, which I only have 200. That's another GG. Just can't catch a break out here. This is brutal. This is brutal. Okay, I said it was just one more run, but I didn't think it was going to be that short. I didn't even make it. I didn't even set foot on a first planet before losing. Maybe it's just a skill issue. I mean, it's not. I'm not saying I'm an expert at this game, but I mean, there was only so much I could do there. I guess maybe not visiting an ice planet as my first planet. I don't know. I don't think that's that much of a big issue. Okay, we'll run it back. I wish there was some sort of rumor system. I have no idea how you'd implement it. They can hint at what planets might need what products. Yeah, I mean, they're kind of, I mean, you can kind of metagame a little bit. I did it a little bit earlier because I can see like, okay, planet number 1 is a mountainous planet, standard technology, unpredictable storms. So you could look at like the modifiers for that planet. So it's like, okay, mountainous planet, that means they're going to have increased manufactured, cheaper mining, increased on grains, unpredictable storms, the more expensive, whatever that is, medical. So you can kind of use that as a hint and kind of metagame, but I've never had illegal grains. That sucks. I feel like I haven't either, and this is the second time this session that's happened. Ridiculous. Okay. So I'm gonna start on this planet. Welgal Heok? Welgal Heok. Whatever. Something like that. And we start with 85. Let's run it back. So let's spend flume cells. That was just unfortunate RNG that last run. Okay, so we spent that. We're on to this part now. So let's see where the planet is located. 3 and 5. So spot number 6, way up here. And then there is activity of 2. So we're rolling up 2 different blips. Got 11, 10 for the first roll, which is 4E. Not super close. We could go out of our way to get to that blip if we wanted. See where the other one is. 5, 2, which is at spot 3G. It's pretty far out of the way. So we could go like spend an extra 5 fuel to get 1 blip, which I think it's worth trying. So let's go 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45. It's actually going to cost 55. Be an extra 10 fuel. I forgot that also going sideways costs 5 or 10. We'll still do it. Leave us with 30 fuel. Let's encounter a blip. See if it's worth it or not. I hope it is, but I don't know if it will be. 10 and a 9 is Space Pirates. Great. This was a good decision by me. I spent extra fuel to run into Space Pirates. I love this game. Maybe I should have avoided it. I should have just played it safe. Shoulda, coulda, woulda. What's this? D6, D8, 5 and 6. SU, so I have to surrender. Spend 2 pilot points I don't have. 50% of each type of good. So they take 5 of my grain. Great. I'll try. I'll try to win this out, but it's already off to not a good start. So I just spent extra fuel to lose 10 extra grain. So that's a big L right there in my book. But we made it to the planet. Let me adjust my fuel real fast. Say that we are down to 30. Not good. Planet and visit. So, mountainous planet, ideal condition. 2% tax on goods. Another planet with grain. Maybe I have a chart messed up and it's doing this too often. Maybe I need to check something here. Because I got another planet with illegal goods as grain. How does that even happen? How does this, what's going on? What's going on? Is port official, you do, that's before the event, right? So, where do you do like illegal goods? And how is this, who's determining this? This is bogus. I'd blame the site, but I mean, I'd just be blaming myself at this point. Where are the illegal goods generated? I gotta check this. This is ridiculous. Events. I mean, I think this is not in this section. See, I have the site do this for me, so I don't really remember what part it's in. Is it in book 2? Where's illegal goods? Is that something that's generated earlier? Because that would be good to know. I don't know. I thought you didn't know that before entering, though. Maybe you do. Maybe I'm an idiot. Because that would help tremendously knowing what's illegal before going onto the planet. No. Where is... Yeah, it doesn't look like you do. Okay, I'm sorry. Where... I feel like that's a book 3 thing, is where you generate like what type of goods are illegal. Yeah, here they are. Okay. It is. So where's wheat on here? So that's actually on here? Wheat's not possible to be illegal. You have alcohol, basic weapons, computers, farm machine, gases, luxury products, military weapons, narcotics, precious stones, synthetic meat, toxic waste. That's it. There's no wheat. So somehow we've stumbled across a bug or something that's making wheat be an illegal product, and it's happening pretty often. I assume I have some numbers mixed up, and or I keep saying wheat. It's grains. Not that it really matters, but I'm guessing grains should be something else, because that's grains isn't even, it's not an option. It's just straight up not. I mean, food is also not an option. So you can have like food be an illegal product. So I don't know. That's weird. I have a bug then. That sucks. Well, that's something that needs fixed. Yeah, I guess, Christopher, I guess that's why you've never had illegal grains, because it's not possible. That's an ISTOW special right there. Look into Okay, well, that's maybe something I'll have to fix, like, soon. Well, no, I don't want to play this if I got illegal grains. Maybe I could just ignore that, but then I also don't know, is computers a valid illegal? Good. Yeah, that can be illegal. Okay, I'm gonna take like a minute or two here. I'm gonna pull up the code real fast. I'm kind of curious what's going on here. Yeah, give me like 2 seconds. Because I'm curious what's going on. So this was generate illegal goods. Okay, it's rolling on the as general goods. It's rolling on the random table to generate a number of illegal goods, and then for each illegal good, rolls on types of illegal goods. Okay, that all checks out. Let me double check. I went over all the tables, I thought. Types of illegal goods. Music stopped. Okay, well, I'll have to maybe look at this more later, but something's going wrong somewhere, and I don't quite know where. Generate illegal goods. G.result. Ret result. Get good name. Yeah, this is weird. Yeah, okay. I might see why this is being weird. That's on me. I'll have to fix that later. This is the first time I've been really testing this, so there's bound to be some bugs. I was testing it earlier today, and there was a couple small things I found, nothing huge, but this is, I mean, I'd consider this kind of a major thing because I've already kind of lost a couple runs because of it, and you know, what do you know? Grains is not supposed to be an illegal good, so go figure. I should hire my I really should fire my QA. I'm my QA though, and like I said, I mean, this is like beta is what I'm calling this. So I want to have it kind of polished before the end of the month, but that's what this is for. It's just to run into these issues and fix them sooner rather than later. Okay, well, I might wrap up there. I know today's gonna keep stuff a little bit short, and I think with this issue, I don't know if I kind of want to just like fix this and then, you know, play more some other time, because it's kind of a big issue. I think it's not game breaking. I could get by without it, but I'd prefer to fix it before I play too much more. Yeah. What time is it? Yeah, we'll wrap up here. I know it's super early still, but like I said, I knew today was gonna be a slightly earlier, shorter stream. Okay. Well, before I hop out of here, quickly give my final thoughts on IST, which, of course, I really like this game a whole heck of a lot. I wouldn't have spent all these hours over the past like 2 months working on this site, making this, if I didn't enjoy this game. And clearly today, I've had a much more difficult time because of my illegal goods being grain being an option. Actually, like screwed me over multiple times. So while we did have some difficulties today, it was because of a bug on my end. So that's something I just need to fix. But I'm glad I got a chance to play more of this, test out the site. The site seems to work pretty well, besides, you know, a couple things here and there that need fixed, but that was bound to be the case. But yeah, this is still a game I greatly enjoy, and I'm looking forward to playing more of with the site in the future, and coming back to it for sure. But yeah, I'm really curious to hear if y'all have played this game, and if not, why haven't you? It's a great game. It only costs $1 to play. The website is free, so I definitely recommend checking it out. I would love any feedback on the site. So, you know, test it out, generate some planets, leave some feedback. There's a way through the site to do that, and that would be great. But yeah, this is a great game. I think the site, I'm super happy with it. I'm planning on basically, I'm going to fix this issue probably tonight. If not, like maybe tomorrow. And I'm just going to kind of like take a week off from the site. If any of y'all test it, I'll kind of wait for any feedback. And then I'll kind of start putting finishing touches on it, like doing end-to-end tests, making sure accessibility is all good, and all that good stuff. So yeah, I hope you all enjoy this site and get to try it out, because I think I spent a ton of time on this and I think it's really cool, and I'm pretty proud of it, and I think it really makes playing this game a heck of a lot easier and more quick. I guess, like Christopher said earlier, like it's a tough game, but it's nice that it's pretty quick to restart and play again, and even more so with this site where you can just wipe the cache from your. I should add maybe in the settings button like a way to like reset your game save, just to, like wipe the data. But yeah, I think it's working pretty great. It's minor things that need fixed, and yeah, looking forward to playing more of this in the future. And yeah, maybe like sometime next month, once it's all finished, I'll do another playthrough of it, and hopefully have some better luck with that playthrough. It might be weird, but I do like trying to find people with bugs in their code. Yeah, I could, but it's fun. It's problem solving. That's why I like coding. It's problem solving, and I think that's fun. Sometimes it could be extremely stressful and not fun, but a lot of the times it can be pretty challenging in a good way. Thanks for the stream. Still enjoyable regardless. Okay, glad to hear. Appreciate you popping by. And yeah, let me know if any of y'all try out the site and what you think, and all that good stuff. Yeah, before I hop out of here, let me just chatting screen as I chat here for a quick minute. We jam out to the best song on this album. And I'll quickly tease out what's coming up on the channel this week. So kind of mentioned that at the beginning of the stream, but last week I did a fun video with my buddy Kardik, where we played some Sky Team on Board Game Arena, which I thought was very fun. Like I said, I've been doing this channel now for like 2.5 years, and it's only been me on here. So it was nice getting someone else on the channel. And I thought we had a pretty fun playthrough. No, we didn't maybe do the best, but I still had a good time and thought it was a good playthrough. But I say that because this upcoming week could be very, very fun playthrough coming out, where I did a collaborative playthrough of Fallout 2D20 with the one and only PJ Sack, who, if that name rings a bell, he is the one that does the Wasteland Story podcast. That's like the solo Fallout 2D20 podcast that I've talked about before, and the solo Role Players podcast he also does, which I was a guest on, which was very cool. So just recently he had like Tana Pigeon on, from creator of Mythic, and I think like Geek Gamer and Dungeon Dive are going to be guests coming up here soon. So he has lots of great guests, and that podcast is awesome. Both podcasts are great. But him and I did a playthrough session of some collab Fallout, starting a new set of characters in the same kind of world and story as Lilith, but not playing as Lilith. And that's what's going to be coming out later this week, which it was a very fun play session. It was a fun play session. We recorded for like probably close to 2 hours, like over an hour and a half at least. So I will definitely make it 2 videos. The thing I don't know for sure yet is I'm either going to do both videos this week, or I might do one video this week, one video next week, and kind of like split it up into 2 parts. So be on the lookout for that, because I think it was a very fun playthrough, and who knows? I hope it seems like we might at some point in the future continue that playthrough, and that'll be kind of my ongoing Fallout playthroughs with PJ, which I think is going to be very fun. And I think it's just nice having other people on the channel that's not just me, and especially for RPGs, I think it's a lot more fun. So be on the lookout for that later this week. And then next week, I am planning on next Solo Gaming Sunday, returning to a little game called Slay the Princess that I played a couple weeks back for Halloween, and I really, really want to return to that game. I had a blast playing it last time. I thought it was so cool. I just want to play more of it. So that's my plan for next week, is to play more of Slay the Princess. So definitely check out my original playthrough if you haven't yet to get kind of caught up before next time, because you might be a little lost if you don't know what's going on. I'll try my best to explain it next time to give like a recap, but yeah, it should be a good time though. And yeah, that's pretty much what I got for today. So yeah, be on the lookout for some fun collaborative Fallout playthroughs coming up later this week. Slay the Princess next week. If you didn't see my previous video this past week of some collaborative Sky Team, I definitely recommend checking that out. And yeah, let me know if you try out ISTOW, the website, what you think of it if you do give it a shot. And I'd love any and all feedback about the site. Yeah, and just especially just leaving it through the little feedback portion of the site is perfect. And I'll try to add any features I can and fix any bugs that come up. Especially this illegal goods bug was kind of a bigger one, so I'll be looking into that for sure. But yeah, hello there, Mint TV. Hope you're doing good. Welcome on in. I'm actually just about to wrap up here today. It's a bit of an earlier, shorter stream, but we were playing some IST today with this little site I made that's like a companion site called ISTOW, which is on istow.xyz. And yeah, it was pretty fun. We ran into a couple bugs. We restarted a bunch. And yeah, so it was kind of a brutal day trading out in space, but it was a good time, I think. But yeah, I think that's pretty much all I got to go over for today. Whatever my schedule. So yeah, that's what's coming up. Lots of cool stuff happening, and yeah, I'm glad to be kind of done with this site because, like I said, I mean, I enjoyed working on it, and I think it's really cool, but it also took way more time than I thought. So I'm kind of just gonna let it rest for a bit, and then whatever needs fixed, I can fix. Looks so cool. Website that accounts for board games are so cool. Thank you. Yeah, no, this is one I did like a playthrough like 2 months back for an earlier version of this. Yeah, that's essentially for this game IST that generates a lot of like the planet info for it. I did a very like Windows 98 theme is what I like took inspiration for like the UI and whatnot. Works pretty good. We were into some issues today, but for the most part, I only wrote down 2 things, so that's not bad. What was the first one? Oh yeah, adjusting the corruption level should redo the modifier. That's big. Yeah, I also want to add, like I said, some shortcuts to like adjust flume cells and fuel and credits easier. Maybe I add some like shipyard tab so you could do stuff through the shipyard. I don't know, like if you encounter space traders, I don't know. I gotta figure that out because you can kind of do it manually like I did, but it's not the best. But yeah, that's the site. That's what I got. So that's supposed to be fixed in no time. No more bugs. I mean, no more bugs. That'd be nice, but we'll see. It's pretty much there. Just I guess I got to fix this one last thing, which yeah, it was kind of a big issue, but it's all good. Should hopefully, knock on wood, it should be an easy thing to fix. I just need to like adjust some table that I maybe incorrectly put in the wrong values for. I don't know how because I maybe should have realized like the first time that like grains being in illegal goods is kind of odd and doesn't make much sense. So I should have just thought about it. In the deep void of space, OFC, the only OS would be Windows 95. Okay, yeah, deep void of space. I've not heard of that, but this game is based off of what was it? Frontier Elite 2 is the name of the game, which is like an old computer game. Like I think it wasn't even, I don't even know if you could play it on like Windows 98, but I just went for Windows 98 as like a theme because I thought it was fun. And I don't know, it kind of matched like the retroness of this. So what does Grain make? Grain doesn't make anything. It's just some of the goods that you start with that you can sell. And I was having the bug was that grains were showing up as an illegal good type on planets, which is not fun because then I have to go through customs and then get my stuff stolen from me. And it's not. I lost a couple of runs because illegal goods or grains being an illegal good has not been great to have. So yeah, I guess I need to look into that, but that should be pretty easy, surely. You pressed the 8 there by accident. Okay, yeah, I was gonna say this. Windows 95. I mean, Windows 95 does look pretty similar to this, but yeah, Windows 98 was literally like I just pulled up images of I googled Windows 98 UI and used 2 or 3 of those images as the reference for how I did everything here, which I think it looks pretty decent. I mean, there's a couple of small things that still need fixed, but it should be fine. Guess they don't like grains. Yeah, I don't know why grains would be illegal. I guess I really should have thought that's kind of odd. Alcohol being illegal, sure. Weapons makes sense. Grains, okay, that's not. But I don't. It's not in here as an option. So clearly, somehow it got snuck in there. Maybe I put there's GA and maybe I thought that meant grains. I don't know. Clearly, I made a typo somewhere, but. Yeah, I think I'm gonna wrap up early today with that. So yeah, ISTOW is done mostly, and I'll return to it maybe sometime next month in December and do another playthrough, and by that time it'll be done like version 1.0, which once again, I mean, once version 1.0 is done, I have some ideas of some extra stuff I can add at a later point in the future, but I don't plan on doing that super soon. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know when I would do more stuff, but version 1.0, have it done by the end of the month is my current plan, which I think should be pretty doable. So yeah, look at that. Not too bad though. 2 things written on my issue page. Imagine rewriting the story to fit with the bugs. So grains just has parasite infestation that can infect or something. That's true. And that's one thing that I really do like about this game. There's already a lot of good stuff here, but there's a lot of ways I feel that you could easily expand on this. You can add extra tables. I know Christopher was talking earlier about I don't know, some sort of rumor system or something. I know he's talked about doing some expansion content at some point. I mean, I know there's 2 or 3 expansion ships. And I feel like I read somewhere that maybe I was watched it in one of his YouTube videos where he talked about he wants to add a passenger system where you can transport people around and some other stuff. So I mean, I really enjoy this game. I am looking forward to more IST content, hopefully in the future. And definitely I want to do all I can to get more people playing this because I think it's a great little game. And I definitely want to see more of it, to be honest. So, but I know I don't know if I mentioned this, but this game is made by Toby Lancaster, who is also makes a couple other tabletop games, including 2D6 Dungeons. So I know that's what he's been busy with as of recently. I always see him putting out new stuff for that. Also, he came out with a newer game recently called Alien Sanctuary, which I haven't played yet, but seems pretty cool. But I don't know. I'm pretty invested in IST right now, so I want to keep playing this and trying to get good at this. I need to figure out what some good strategies are. I thought my whole strategy of buying water cheap and going to desert worlds and selling it was good, but that didn't really work. I really wish there was my one playthrough when I had that one planet that I could buy gases really cheap and then sell them for triple. That was crazy. I wish I could have got that actually to materialize into something that worked, but oh well. Your world builder urges shown again. I mean, since the game has customs, can actually my infected idea real customs prevent infected goods and stuff. That's true. Yeah, and I think stuff I mentioned just briefly that I have some ideas for stuff I'd want to do after a version 1.0 of this is done. And one thing I'd want to add in the future, is I think it would be cool to add custom content that you can add on to tables, change the current tables, that you can add new good modifiers and types and events. And I think that would be cool, is just to start being able to modify what is already in the game to kind of make it your own or add to it. I think is one thing I would I think would be cool to have as like a future addition down the line, but that's something that would take a while, and I don't plan on getting to super soon. But yeah, I'm gonna wrap up there because I am pretty tired, and I slept bad last night for some reason, and yeah, I will wrap up there. I'm excited to hear what y'all think of the site, and yeah, all that good stuff. So I will wrap up there. So thank you all so much for watching. If you enjoyed this stream, a like is always greatly appreciated. And until next time, wait, I can't outro yet. I don't have my outro music. Wait. Okay, there we go. Oh, I gotta turn it. There we go. Okay. So thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed the stream, a like is greatly appreciated. And until next time, I'll see ya. Have a good week, everybody. Try not to smuggle grains through customs. Apparently, it's frowned upon.